Hello, everybody, and good tidings. Hot off the presses, something I think is important for people to know about, is a brandy new administrative regulation. And you'll never guess what it's in regards to. Let's see. Audio, video, and image recording in the workplace. Well, what do you know? January 27th, 2025. Operation Cover Your Ass. That's its unofficial, I think it's unofficial project title. Purpose. The city is committed to providing a work environment that is open to free expression of views and ideas. The purpose of this policy is to respect the privacy and rights of all individuals, and create standards regarding recording in the workplace. Provides a guidance to employees on recording in the workplace or at work-sponsored events. As used in this AR, recording, quote-unquote, refers to any audio or visual recording, video and photographic, of another person on any device in any format or medium. For example, in-person, telephone, video conference. Oh, right. Scope. This AR applies to all city staff. Oh, does it? I find that interesting. Nothing in this policy should be read or understood to limit the ability of the city to place surveillance. Oh, okay. So the city can have a camera in the tool room the size of the Hubble Space Telescope, literally the size of an orbiting satellite. But my personal phone, which I'm required to have for work, and I'm not compensated for, by the way, because whenever you log into eChris or your portal at work, it sends you a verification code. Am I wrong? It sends you a verification code on your personal phone that you then have to input in order to log into your account at work. I don't recall ever getting reimbursed for my $115 a month Verizon bill. Or like, my $1,500 phones are $1,500 now. Like the new S25 Galaxy S25 is $1,500. Where's my reimbursement for that? When supervision asks me to send them a pic or shoots me a text message to head over to this plant or to meet over here at the chlorine room for training or whatever. Like, so that's all above board and in play. But then of another person on any device in any format, any medium, like when it comes to the employee, is a no-no. So I haven't read this before yet. This is brand new. So I'm reading it along with you guys. So I'm just commenting as I'm reading it. So there may be more to come. Unless you guys skipped ahead and read it while I was talking, which is that's a no-no. Can't do that now. Just skipping ahead. This AR applies to all city staff except for the staff that make the rules, right? Limit the liability to place surveillance and or security cameras and software on city property or facilities, or obtain, review, maintain, and share the recordings in any way which further legitimizes purpose and does not otherwise conflict with applicable state or federal law. In my experience, the city has done everything they can to suppress, what does it say here? That is open to the free expression of views. They have done everything they can to suppress the expression of views. And the purpose of this policy is to respect the privacy and rights of all individuals. That's not the purpose of this. The purpose of this is to make it either a fireable offense or a disciplinary offense or whatever for employees to have the ability to follow the same procedure that that supervision is it's their procedure, or their motto is document. This is a perfect example of rules for thee and none for me. This is basically like all the liability, everything is on you, and we're going to do everything in our power with our attorneys, our cameras, or whatever, our drones, any type of surveillance, whatever, to finger you for anything that may go wrong. But you are stripped of any ability to document the other side. I mean, this AR should be a shot across the bow to everybody. Not just the people that hate me, and there's a bunch, but like everybody. Because this is fundamentally wrong. Out of the gate, the purpose. The purpose is, not only is it a lie, it's I'm sure it's illegal. But and if the city wants to cough up $1,500 for a smartphone or whatever for every employee, and we can put our, like Derek Jeter's house, we have a little wicker basket outside the break room, and then when everybody comes to work, they turn off their phone and they set it to airplane mode and they put it in a little wicker basket or whatever. That's fine. That's fine. But I'm not gonna, I mean, this is ridiculous. And look at effective date January 3. This is 100% because of me, by the way. And they say, you can't fight City Hall, so don't even try, They're too big, they're too powerful. This is what one guy can do. I mean, I can't get an accurate or investigation or an investigation with any integrity. I can't get human resources employees to respond to me or give me the things that they said they were going to give me, the information or list of investigators or anything. I'm lied to by human resources analysts. They can't do any of that right. But they can come up with this AR in 15 minutes. This should be frightening to everybody, by the way. This AR applies to all city staff. Nothing in this policy will create a presumption of privacy in the workplace. So hold on. Nothing in this policy should be read or understood to create a presumption of privacy in the workplace. They're telling you right there, nothing in this AR means that you have any privacy in the workplace. You have no privacy in the workplace. The only people that have privacy in the workplace are the people who do the things that are detrimental to you, your safety, your livelihood, your career, everything else. They're the ones who are supposed to have privacy, not you. Limit any protected activity, including the ability of anyone to openly record. This AR does not apply to recording devices used by the police department. Right. Criminal or administrative investigations conducted by the city or agent of the city. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm an agent of the city because I work for the city. For now. Official recordings for approved city purpose. Oh, okay. Such as city council meetings, board commissions meetings, public meetings, city events, and other city approved activities. Like guys breakdancing in the lobby of the water treatment plant, and posted on Instagram for the Instagram reel, which, by the way, gets 3 views. I got more activity on my YouTube channel than the entire city of Phoenix does in their Phoenix Water Smart Instagram. Because it's all fluff, and mine's all truth, whether you like it or not. So, yeah, that's what the recordings are slated for, is the that kind of stuff. Use the recordings as reasonable accommodation under the Americans with this. Oh my gosh, they went after my specific complaint. Any questions regarding reasonable accommodation should be directed to the city time ADA coordinator. Other city approved recording. My EOD complaint was just denied by the EOD department for discrimination based off of disability because there wasn't substantial evidence. Now, hold on a second. Stay in the truck. Hold on a second. So, even with this proof, so my claim was that I was discriminated against. I was not selected for a position in part because of my, quote, mental health issues or perceived mental health issues, which is a protected classification. So I filed an EOD complaint in person on the 15th floor of City Hall with the EOD, the director. And after months and months and months with no response, I asked them, for an update. I said, hey, can I please have an update on my EOD complaint that I filed, blah, blah. And then they shot me back a thing. Oh, yeah, we determined that you don't have substantial evidence to substantiate your claim that you were not selected for a position based off your mental health issues. Okay? Listen to this.
That information, they were witness to what the panel was saying. So I don't want you to feel like you weren't selected because they didn't like you. It's because of the comments that you put in there.
Because of
those
the
are
truth.
kind of red flags.
Red flags.
Red.
He's saying he's got mental health issues.
Okay.
Is anybody there?
That's the senior HR analyst for the city of Phoenix telling me that it's a red flag to mention issues about your mental health, and it wasn't because they didn't like you. It wasn't because you weren't. She says that earlier. It wasn't because you weren't qualified. So I'm qualified. They like me, but they didn't select me because of the red flags because of my mental health issues. That's straight from the horse's mouth. 100% the smoking gun, if you want to call it that. And EOD couldn't substantiate my claims. You see what I'm saying? And then, so I send an email to EOD saying, all right, well, I would like to appeal your determination. And the supervisor of the EOD department emails me back and says, there was no complaint ever filed because we didn't deem it had the merit to qualify for an EOD complaint, so there's nothing to appeal. So I literally sent him a picture of the administrative regulation for EOD that says if you want to file an appeal of an EOD's determination, here's the number and here's the person to file it with, which was him. So I have the guy, the supervisor of EOD, telling me that there's no way to appeal an EOD determination when he's the guy I'm supposed to contact to appeal the EOD determination. I mean, the swamp is deep here. It's deep. And everybody's in on it. And if you read the New York Times articles and stuff in the past, like, a couple years, 3 or 4 years or whatever, you'll see that this is nothing new. This is nothing new, especially with the Water Services Department. And it's no coincidence, in my opinion, that like 7 days after I filed that EOD complaint, I was put on at-home work assignment with no warrant, with no reasoning. On a Saturday. They called me on a Saturday on my personal phone. The same phone I'm not allowed to use to record people, right? Or and it's not even record people, it's document. That's all I'm trying to do. They're dishonest. I mean, they're disingenuous. And either the people around them are complicit, or they're complicit in the fact that like they're ignorant, or they're complicit in the fact that they know about it but they're not willing to say anything. Or they're party to it, and they're the part that create it. But none of those are good outcomes. None of those are good reasonings behind it. Let's see. Let's go on. Recording device user. Use of recordings is reasonable accommodation under the Americans. Just a little bit. Any question? Policy statement. It is expected that all city employees will respect the privacy of other individuals in the workplace. Yeah. The same goes for the supervisors who call you in on the radio to have a face-to-face in their little room. Hey, I just want to talk to you face-to-face and tell you stuff that's not true. Direct to the city Title ADA coordinator. Yeah, right. Do not contact them. Any information they get is just more information on you they can use against you. Whether in person, by telephone, or by other electronic communication. Yeah, right. I record all my phone calls. Just like when you call the Bank of America. It's like, that you have the music playing or whatever. It's like all calls are monitored or recorded for quality assurance purposes. Like, there's a reason people do that. Like, there's a reason when you call a prison, like all the things are like, there's a reason for that. And that's because people misstep and people lie and people misconstrue the truth. And they fabricate, they fabricate they make shit up that isn't true, and they say that things are a certain way when they say, like, thank God that you guys listen to this video or listen to these videos. And I know it upsets some of you, and maybe it pisses some people off, but it's true. And if you got a problem with it, you want to argue with me about it, go for it. I got no problem doing that. I didn't do anything to any of these guys. I mean, I'm recording all my phone conversations with anybody, city, otherwise, especially if it's my phone that I pay the bill for. You don't tell me how to use my own phone, especially when you call me on a Saturday. They called me on a Saturday to put me on at-home work assignment. They didn't call me on during working hours, which was a breach of their own procedure, at-home work assignment procedure. But they don't even know that because they don't even know their own ARs because they're not written for them. They're written for me and you, the workers. And what they try to do is pit us against each other. The working stiffs. The guys who are out there actually in the 115-degree heat, down in the hole, scraping sludge off a prop or an Emler or something like that. Those are the guys they're trying to finger. While they're in air-conditioned comfort, high in their lofty, office at City Hall, typing this out to screw the employee. Collective meetings. It is expected that city employees will respect the privacy of other individuals' work crews. The secret recording of meetings. Oh, how about the secret holding of meetings? Ambush meetings that without union representation, face-to-face talks, pulling up alongside your car and say, hey, can I talk to you for a second? Those are ambush secret meetings. You know what I mean? If you want to have a meeting where it's all out in the open, then have a meeting out in the open. But don't pull people to one side and pull this, call me up and say, hey, go fix this over at UP or whatever, without telling the mechanic over at UP. And like it's all bullshit. Whether in person, by telephone, or by other communication method is prohibited. Oh, really? I'm going to bring this up at the at a hearing. I'm gonna schedule for I'm gonna bring this up again to the city council. I mean, I know I only get 4 minutes, but you know me, I can pack a lot into 4 minutes. Collective meetings, whether in person, by telephone, by other electronic communications, prohibited. Employees are also prohibited from arranging for others to make secret recording for them in violation. What about my representation? See, the thing is when you have these meetings with EOD and you have these meetings with HR, they have a notepad, right? Like even when you do your interview, they scribble down in a notepad. It's just their notes, But like, this is insane. Employees who wish to record the meeting must inform all participants of their intent to record prior to the initial meeting. How am I supposed to inform them if I can't message them? Conversations or other workplace activities. I'm just going to wear a patch on my shirt. I'm going to get it made up on Amazon. If you want one, private message me. I'll send you one. Whether in person, by telephone, or by other electronic, employees who wish to must be used in overt, obvious manner, so that it is readily apparent to all participants that a recording is being made. You know why they want this? Because if you say this, they'll scatter like roaches. Like, if you let people know that you're recording your phone calls, watch how many people stop calling you. You'll be down to like one friend. Because nobody wants to have their ass caught in a sling by saying something out of bounds, out of pocket, wrong, false, or whatever. No one wants to be caught in a lie, But at the same time, you're watched everything. You got to badge in. They check your badge times. They check your WAM notes. They audit this. They audit this. They audit this. So it's like, you better not mess up, You better fill out that sheet before you drive that forklift. You better have your seatbelt on. You better have the proper PPE. You better make sure this and make sure this and make sure this. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Like, these people are being paid by the city taxpayers, you and me, and they're telling you and I what to do. And they're making rules that do nothing but protect them. And the only people that are beamed up, Scotty, onto their spaceship are people like Andrew. People in the circle, people who did the right, who it's all, which is why the spaceship might as well be the Death Star. And here I am, Luke Skywalker in my X-Wing, flying down the valley trying to shoot, proton torpedoes. It's, but at least he had R2.41, and Carrie Fisher. I mean, I got nobody. I'm by myself. I mean, and it is the Death Star. It is the Imperial fleet. Like, that's what we're up against. That's what I'm up against anyway. Is expected the city to respect the privacy of other individuals. Oh, right, respect the privacy. My privacy's never been respected. Do you think Mike over at 23rd was respecting my privacy when he wanted me to do an illegal job without filling out the right permits? Where's the respect there? Where's my respect? Why isn't there an AR issued about that? No city employee shall dole out third-party contracted work to employees without the proper permits. Where's that AR? No. They didn't make that AR. No. They made this AR, right? And this AR is going to any media outlet that will take it. Because this, especially what's going on with DOJ right now and Department of Government Efficiency and going through line, like, this is ridiculous. Employees who wish to record must inform. Oh, I'll inform everybody. You better believe it. Employees must maybe prohibited from recording certain meetings. Well, I'll tell you what. If there's any meeting that I'm prohibited from recording, I'm not going to that meeting. I mean, if you don't want me to record a meeting, why? In what instance would the city want you to have a meeting with somebody where they would not want you to record? Unless it's 100%, gonna get them in trouble because they're doing something wrong or out of bounds. Like, everybody should be perfectly happy and open, Like, when you go into a bank to withdraw money, or you go into a Starbucks to get a coffee, or you go into a McDonald's to get a McDouble, like, there's cameras everywhere. Like, it's expected that it's going to be recorded because, like, that's what you do to cover yourself from liability and slander and everything else. You know? I mean, if you're anybody at the city who's above you, even a coworker, I don't care, ask you like, hey, you can't record this week, come in. Do not go into that meeting. Because there's nothing in there that you're going to learn that is either going to be, positive or whatever. It's because otherwise they wouldn't mind recording. I mean, it's so simple. It's common sense. Supervisors may allow employees to not participate in meetings. Oh, okay. May allow? How about no? How about absolutely not? This would be a case-by-case determination. I'm sure it would. Basically, if Void is around, you can't record. And if Void is not there, whatever, do whatever you want. You know? That's the case-by-case basis. Picking and choosing what they want. You get everything in this AR goes against every ethic in their handbook that they wrote. Employees may be prohibited from recording certain meetings or city process if there is in good faith reason for not allowing the recording. What good faith reason would not allow recording to occur? What? Give me an example. Supervisor will not employees involving confidential matters. What is confidential? It's the city of Phoenix. It's a public. The city taxpayers pay for it. Like, this isn't the FBI where we have security clearances and stuff like that. The people should be allowed to know everything that's going on. This is ridiculous. The act of recording shall not disrupt any unnecessary disruption in the workplace. So you're not allowed to hide that you're recording. You have to tell everybody. But if you tell everybody and it disrupts the workplace, you can't tell everybody. Who wrote this? It doesn't say. No author. New. A.R.2.41. It's unbelievable. Under the City of Phoenix Ethics Handbook, employees must answer truthfully if asked whether they're recording. How about employees must answer truthfully when they're in an NOI? How about investigators of various accusations and stuff actually follow their own procedures? You know? Under the City of Phoenix Ethics Handbook, employees may not download recordings to a computer. Upload no recordings to the internet. Or what? Share, transmit, or publish such recording without prior written consent of all. I didn't get the rest of it. I haven't got the rest of it yet. Really, employees may not download recordings to. I cannot download my recordings. You know what? It's a one-party consensus state, the state of Arizona. That's right. So until you can get that changed in the legislature, all of this is nonsense. And if you want to fire an employee, you want to terminate me or whatever, based off of this AR, by all means, because I firmly believe that it will hold up in court that I have the right to do these things. This is dastardly. This is dastardly. And there's not even a review date. They just made an effective date. There's not a review date. And that's the other thing too. You can't just make an AR out of thin air. It's got to be approved by people and go through proper channels and everything. I know that from SharePoint too by following the flowcharts for administrative regulations. You could just throw up an AR and plaster it to the wall. It's not the way things work. Just like you can't call somebody up on a Saturday and send them home. Just like you can't change their work hours or work duties without giving them 14 days notice. Just like they break every procedure that they set in place for everybody else. So whether you love me or hate me or are indifferent, this is important. So, yeah, upload to a computer, upload recordings to the internet. To the internet, huh? Download or otherwise share, transmit, publish such recording. Well, sue me, I guess. And if you want to terminate me because of that, then by all means. Because, I'd happily file a retaliation suit against the city of Phoenix. I have no problem doing that. So, this should be a huge, speaking of red flags, this should be a huge red flag to everybody who works at the city. That management supervision are not your friend. In fact, they're worse than an enemy, to be honest with you. Anyway, I will, keep you updated as the more stuff I learn. because I'm happy that all this stuff's getting documented as it progresses, because there'll be a storyline. And any attempt to like take down my content or strike it down or do any of this other stuff, like is them admitting that I'm right in the things that I say. Because why would they take it down? You know, to save face over what? The city taxpayers deserve to know what's going on. And what's funny is I was asked by supervision to upload YouTube videos and send them the link because they couldn't figure out how to open the links that I emailed them. And now there's an AR that says you can't do that? Ridiculous. And everybody should stop using their phone tomorrow. I'm not using my cell phone, right? Because how much of the work we do is over on cell phone? You know, other than a mopo, the radio never even gets used. Anyway, I'm on your guys' side. You guys should know that. I'm not against you. I'm with you. I'm for you. Fight for you guys. I don't know why you guys don't like me, but if I got to do it alone, I'll do it alone. But yeah, this is nonsense, and I thought you guys should know about it.